running for president here or something? Like, what is it? Like, I just want to party, man. Like,
Just climb up with your bumpy foot must be good stuff. It's totally you just put glasses on and go mess people's shit up. Is what that's what it's like.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
so much better than I thought it was gonna be.
Welcome to Wine and Cheese.
Insane, in flames, your brain. Insane, your brain. In flames. Yeah.
Man, that jam. How do you like that jam, Insane? You a fan of that jam?
Yeah, we played it on Not Real Radio last week when we had Steve on, dude. DP's one of my favorites.
Yeah, man. That I still every time I use that.
And She's So Cool. That's a great song too.
You want to know what? That one's a little under the radar.
Isn't Vinny in that song?
That is our
Vinny
buddy
singing.
Vincent Ebier. Is that his last name?
We'll go with that.
Ebier. It's from the Scorsese's, and yeah, that's Vinny on there, man. I think
Yeah, it's
he
a
really
great
makes
song.
the song.
It's a combination of many
Right?
good things in it.
Yeah, and I use that.
What's up with DP? Are y'all
well-
back together? How'd the head PE thing go? I gotta
Well-
do this for Steve now.
I'm still. Why is that? Wait, for Steve. So everybody knows what we're
Yeah.
talking about. We're talking about DP, Dirtiest Players, my original band that's been on the shelf for a while. And you had the guy I started it with on
Right.
Not Real Radio this weekend. So,
I'm his manager now.
okay, that's probably good.
So any information you have to give to him, just we have to do it on this show.
I believe he's long overdue for representation.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's his? Are y'all back together? Do you have a practice set or?
We don't. We have not. Basically, the line that we're taking on it is I am looking for a gig to book us with about the least amount would be 4 weeks of notice. And then I know that once I book the gig, everything will come together. All the brothers will get together. We'll rock out, be ready, and we'll play.
So you need a reason to kind of do it, a little
Well,
motivation.
No, not really. But I know that is the shirt. You know how, like, sometimes there's like, you know how to say there's like 69 ways to skin a cat? But there's really one really good way, is just to rip it all off. So I know the best way to get my guys together.
Rip it all
And
off.
when you're talking about the group of dudes, we
Yeah,
do
well,
not need rehearsal. We need to be able to get together
I
two
think
times.
it's always going to be ready at the last minute possible, so you just move the last minute up.
Exactly.
You go, hey, last minute. and
The
then
group of dudes we're
it
talking
gets
about
done.
in Dirtiest Players only need to get together 2 times for any gig. And the only reason we get together 2 times is because Steve, that's what he wants. He says we have
Oh,
to.
really?
We have
So
to,
you wouldn't even need to get together at all?
once. We would do it once
Really?
if it was me. But
Really?
Steve says, hey, just personally.
Can we at
me,
least do it twice?
yeah, and I go, okay, because he never asked for anything.
All right.
But that's where we're at. Southport Hall is going to be having Head PE,
Southport
who
Hall.
we've opened for before, and I'm trying to weasel our way into that. And hey, Bagnetto, you know we do the promotion. We
Yeah,
bring
come
it-
on, man, make
we-
it happen.
We do
I
the
gotta
damn
see
thing.
this.
Come on. But speaking of Southport Hall,
So nothing he needs to know, right? Just limbo.
no,
you would
Steve's
say.
the creator. Steve's the backbone of the
Oh.
thing. He don't. All I need to do is call him and tell him where to be to rehearse, and
No,
it's a
you
done
have
deal.
to call me now.
I'll let you know.
All right,
I'll
thank
let you know.
Well, good, we got that out the way.
I want to start out. So this show and next show will be the last times I do this. Viva La Rosser.
Viva
Man.
la... Not now?
I just want to. Viva La Rosser.
La Ross. What the fuck
Okay,
am I
hold on.
supposed to do?
Hold on. When I'm gonna say Viva, and you come in
I
with
go in.
La Rosser.
Rosser.
So Rosser.
Okay.
Okay, so we had like a little drums.
right.
Viva La Rosser. There we
Did I do
go.
good?
Killed it. Killed it. No auto tune needed.
No, I'm good
Viva
at
La
that.
Rosser.
Viva la...
Okay,
Ro-
it's all right. Let me do this, and then. So it's an event that we talked about last week. It's November 13th. It's not this Sunday, but it's next Sunday at Southport Hall. It is an event
Southport Hall.
that is designed to raise awareness, spirits, and money for our good buddy David Rosser. Anybody who's been out there on Facebook land sees it everywhere. Hopefully, the Afghan Whigs have jumped in. They're throwing two.
Viva la Raza.
They're throwing two Viva La Rossers. One's going to be down here at the Civic. One's going to be in L.A. Couldn't have asked for some better people to do an
that's
event
cool.
with. But I just want to say thank you to everybody out there. We launched.
You've been saying that on every post. You believe me, you said it enough.
What's that?
Thank you.
Well, I
I
think.
see somebody make a post and then right under there's Christopher Centennial, whoever that guy is.
Well,
Thank you.
I think that that's something that's lost. Is
really.
we have a family that's getting together and we're going to shove this in your face and we're asking you to do something. When you do it, I think it's polite to say thank you.
Yeah. People
Thank you
want
for-
to.
thank
like,
you
I think
for-
people really want to help.
They
like,
really
that's what's
do.
cool about
And I don't think there's
seeing
any.
what's popped up.
I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, "Hey, man, thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate it."
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to continue to do that.
I wouldn't thank them, no.
But
they know.
I know that's why nobody's ever going to ask you for help with anything.
All right, well,
Right?
good. Check that off the list.
You know, Lazy Eye needed a benefit for him, and you see how that goes.
Ain't nothing but
Crickets.
Jen.
Crickets, I know. But I just want to say thank you again to everybody. We launched the online link for Dave Rosser last Friday at about 5 o'clock. And 24 hours the next day, we had already raised about 25 grand for Davo. And last I checked, it was up to about 36,000. But everybody, go to the GoFundMe account for Dave Rosser. Go to Viva La Rosser and like the page. It's going to take way more than that to fight this battle, and Davo is up for it. We can't wait to see him and hang out with him. So go check that out. We're only about, 6 to 9 days to 10 days away from this thing on November 13th.
And it's a damn good show.
It really is.
Like the level of musicians that they're going to see.
Well, and
Like,
I
it's
think
great, it's for a good cause, but
and-
you're also providing a really good show. Like,
And
if
I
you're on
wanna-
the fence about it, go see it.
I want to make this clear. The turnout of the people and the money that's coming in and the bands and the people that have agreed to do this event, it's all for one reason. It's a testament to the life of the man
Right,
that
yeah.
we are trying to raise money and spirits for. So we did set the lineup. On November 13th at 1 p.m., Paper Chase will open the show.
Yeah, get
I
that
feel
out
like
the way
that's
early.
no. I feel like that's where we thrive. We start the party.
Really?
Right? We're gonna come
That's y'all
out
new thing?
million miles an hour. We're gonna play at 1 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, the Molly Ringwalds are gonna play.
Oh, yeah.
At 3 o'clock, the Chiwis are gonna play, who are doing double duty. The Chiwis are playing in Champion Square that day, and they're gonna play at 3. 4 o'clock is the Bag of Donuts. 5 o'clock, Mark Broussard will play. 6 o'clock, closing out the show, Davo's band Metal Rose is going to close the show.
That's wild.
Yeah, so
freaking
everybody,
lineup.
get out there. We're asking for helps for volunteers. We need help the day of. But I appreciate everybody's help. So does Davo. I can tell you that right now. So how's your week been, man?
We
Any-
had to rehearse and everything. We're only going to do the little song once.
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
you ruined.
I just got it, and then we're not going to do it for a week, and I'm going to forget.
No. Well, how about I just throw it to you randomly throughout the show?
right.
Viva
La
La
Raza.
Raza. There we go. We got it. So
think I'm saying
you had
it
a
wrong.
you had a show that y'all did Saturday night
Yeah,
with
not
Zombies
real
Eating
show,
Sheep.
not real music.
Was there any pain or anguish or bad things that came out of that show?
No, I think it would be pretty boring on your level. No tragedy.
Really?
George was there. That was really cool to see.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
happy he was there.
Yeah, George, and I can tell you,
We had a good time.
George, what'd you think about the
Oh, we get to use his new
old
mic on.
Zombies Eating Sheep show?
Oh, let me tell you.
Oh, perfect. Here we go.
I enjoyed the show.
Really? You had fun?
I think maybe the beheading was a little much, but
A beheading?
What's beheading? There's no beheading.
Wait, who was beheaded?
there's a little something when the footage of one of those. Maybe it's not a beheading. Maybe it's just a large.
The
knife.
terrorist.
You thought we were joking?
No.
You thought I was
Terrorist?
joking when I
No,
said it was offensive material
I
that
thought
he
maybe the
uses?
Challenger was as far as it went.
Yeah, right.
It's the
But
torture
no.
video, and I let that one play a
if
lot.
you
on
if
this
you
show.
had to give Zombies Eating
It's a
Sheep any
fake torture.
suggestions on how maybe they could step their
Can
game
we talk
up?
about the torture video real quick? Just let me defend it.
Yeah.
It's a fake video. Like if you watch it all the way to the end,
pretty convincing.
it's the guys start laughing and they're doing a thumbs up, and I thought it was a good representation of how you could be lied to by the news media and shown something that was artificially created and then So people, I'm glad it affects people. Like
Right.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people ask me not to play that clip anymore, and I'm pretty sure we got turned down for 2 decent shows because of clips like that. And
What?
The funny part
To
is
me-
I
Wait a
didn't see the
second.
end.
You
I
got
looked away.
turned?
What's that?
Sorry, George?
I looked away, so that's why I missed the end. I was like, oh.
Oh,
So
yeah.
are you telling me
You had to get a
legitimately
drink.
your band has been turned down for gigs because of some of the images you show?
Yeah, I think so.
Name these places.
No.
You're okay with that? All
Yeah,
right.
I'd rather not.
I don't understand that. It's art. Who cares? Sometimes I think that somebody's guitar playing is as offensive as what you're putting up there on the screen,
Well, thank you.
right?
I guess.
No,
I don't know.
I will say this. I saw some videos of Cerebral Drama and Zombies Eating Sheep, and
Make your brain stop.
the Babylon is a very small venue, and I gotta say, just from watching the videos, it might have been Cerebral Drama's best performance I've ever seen just from watching the videos.
Yeah, they were good.
They really cut
Dude,
loose.
Ghetto Demon was really good too. I was like always impressed with them.
Nice.
It was fun. Like that was the main. We went there to throw like our Halloween party.
Yeah.
You know, to go out. That's our Halloween. You know, go out and get crazy.
Yeah.
And that was successful.
Steve
So,
wasn't there.
no, well he was.
No, he wasn't there.
He was
and,
on the television.
and you want to know what?
He performed
There's that.
2 weeks earlier.
There's something about that that's
Oh, this
there's
is
something
good.
telling going on there.
Yeah, he had to go somewhere.
Steve don't miss gigs, dude.
Oh, he had to. This was a wedding. He told me I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah.
And then we were like, well, what are we
Oh.
gonna? We play out like every Halloween. What are we gonna do?
Well, then
And
you
it's
know
like,
what? That changes my opinion. I feel bad for Steve because I know that's one guy that he don't miss gigs. Like he will sick.
I feel bad that he wasn't there, but he was still there. Like that was kind of fun.
What
like,
did y'all do?
We had a video shoot at the apartment and shot video of Steve rapping into a parrot and shot the
Really?
projector on the back wall. And then we took those videos and edited them down to clips. And he had a sign at one point that said, "I'm the best rapper here tonight. I'm not even there. And I'm out of town. Sorry, I fucked his line up."
Nah.
But then I had him on the TV. So he had pre-production that he got to do. It was a different experience doing a show live that you're not at, but it was still a weird experience that how many people can say they play the show while they were out of town.
And I tell you what, that's one of the things that I guess that's just another thing that I hate to do it, but I kind of got to compliment y'all on. Like,
Oh, we're incredible.
I'm sure other people have thought about that before, but who would actually go through the
Yeah, if you look
process.
at, dude, watching, here's a funny one. I got the video camera that I can shoot out and then project on the screen behind me, all right?
Gotcha.
And at the same time, I can mix in live video, so it's double layer. Well, there's a song that, that House Goats ripped off. They call it Rape
Rape
Band.
Band.
We call it Magic Bus.
Y'all
It's
call
very
it-
similar,
Rape bus.
And Scotty Elstrat's on it. He goes off in it. Incredible performance by them. I didn't see it, but Mayday said he threw his guitar after Magic Bus. The magic was too much. It burned his hands. But we're playing a video of B-Goat from a video they made that's up on YouTube in the background while we're playing that song, and I have the camera on him on the other layer. I'm like, hey, people talk shit or might not get what we do, and it might not appeal to them. It's not, I guess, not supposed to. But every show I do come out and go, wow, we did something amazing, whether it's something artistic video-wise or music-wise. We try to challenge ourselves, and we challenge ourselves to have fun at this show, and
Yeah.
we did,
I got to give you credit for that. Y'all are really doing something different. So I look forward to the next thing. Y'all always throw something different out there. Speaking
Yeah,
of
George will tell you about it.
speaking of haters, what, you mad that I didn't go?
No, I don't care, really.
I didn't think you would. I
I
really
just
didn't think you
took a
would.
chance to
Yeah.
stab you. We didn't go to Paper Chase
No, it's
show,
been
so it's
well,
like, yeah.
but you know what? Yeah, look, I would say also though, I'm certainly not the person who should be, badgered for not coming to y'all shows. I've been to
No,
plenty
you
of
have
these
social
shows.
anxiety and like it. I understand. I don't like people neither. And
Sorry, Viva La Raza. Viva La Raza
Raza.
has been taking up a lot of my time, and I did have a date planned at Voodoo that day. So,
Yeah,
but I did send my consigliere.
well, good. You did a
to-
good job.
Yeah, Speaking
I
of haters,
respected his opinion more than yours anyway.
I know
so.
you can't respect my opinion on that because I could do 3 shows worth of Band-Aids on zombies eating sheep. But so you talk about haters.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanted me to bring this up on the air, but I think you started mentioning about some hat haters.
Oh, there's definitely hat haters out there.
Wait, and we're talking about this sweet ass hat?
I believe so. That would be the one.
Who's hating on the hat?
Well, you said you knew Steve.
Well,
didn't
Steve
like
hates the
tidbits,
hat. He
does
thinks
not
I'm
like
cutting
that.
grass or something.
But there's one more. But
Who
I
is
shouldn't-
it?
No, I shouldn't tell you.
Why can't you? No. Let's start doing a real fucking show.
No, you don't want to.
Who
I can't.
hates the hat?
I don't
Just
know if I'm
fucking
supposed
say
to tell
it.
you. I heard it at a weird time. Like maybe they had their guard down and was like, "This is not for everybody's
What?
ears."
Oh, my girlfriend?
What?
It was my girlfriend?
What are you talking about?
It was my chick when she was over there doing your hair.
Your chick?
Which she didn't
It
tell
moved
me
from
about.
girlfriend to chick?
She's touching your
She
head.
didn't do my fucking hair. She pulled my hair out. That's what she did. I don't know what kind of weird, freaky shit y'all into, but I didn't like it, dude.
Let me tell you
she
something.
kept putting a tool, and I don't like women with tools. That just shouldn't happen unless the tool's
Well, you
a
shouldn't like
spatula.
Allie then. Oh!
A spatula.
It's a woman with a tool, right?
So she's got this thing all by my face, man. I'm like, I don't trust her with that.
Man, she knows what she's
She probably
doing.
had a couple of drinks. It's going
Probably.
by my eyeball. I'm like, man. But yeah, she hooked it up, dude. I learned how to use a hair breeding, whatever it is. It was like the simplest thing, and I couldn't
Yeah.
figure out. You remember before last show, I tried to put a bead in my hair. I was like licking my hair like
Yeah.
I'm doing a needle, and it wouldn't go through, and I gave up. Well, she brings out this fucking thing that's got like a loop of wire to this little wooden handle. And I'm like, wow, man, I would have never thought of that shit. You thread the beads in it, you pull the hair through, whoop,
Yeah,
comes right
I'm not-
out. Then
I'm-
she got out the needle nose and crimped these things on. I'm like, that's fucking gangster, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, man. As far as women go, she's pretty badass. I mean, I gotta admit, she knows how to do shit.
She didn't poke me in the eye, and
Yeah.
the needle nose going real close to my face was making me very uncomfortable.
Did she rub up her boobs on your head while she was doing it?
No.
No, she don't like you then. That's how she got me.
Hey.
Cut my hair with her boobs on my head. That's how she did it. Like cutting from behind and like ding, 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 like that. I was sold.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You
well,
like this
hey, look,
lesbian?
well, I got news for you out there, fucking hat haters. You know what this thing does? It keeps
What?
the sun out of my eyes.
There ain't no sun in here. That's
I know,
lights.
but
Just
it's my
turn it
look now
off.
because you want to see. Look, you see that
Oh,
thing right there?
whoa, Jesus.
You see that thing right there?
No, man, can't stop
No,
looking
no, you
at
see
the
that thing
alfalfa.
right there? What do you think that is?
I don't know, man. What is that?
That's some shit on my face that they fucking burned off a couple days ago, man.
What?
Dude, I get shit lopped off of me all the time. The sun fucks me up. That's some shit that wasn't supposed to be there, so my dermatologist fucking took a flamethrower to it and cut it out.
You
Ugh.
have a dermatologist?
Yeah. It's the only thing keeping me going.
I got spots on me. I just figured they're weird spots. Like
You
what
might
was it?
want to go see somebody.
Oh, yeah, of course.
'cause
They're
look,
gonna
I'll tell
burn
you
off
right now.
anything that they
Let me
can.
tell you something that's for sure about
Uh-oh.
you.
What?
No way I'm doing a benefit for you. And two, you can forget about a tattoo. You can forget about a tattoo.
I want to go
Anyway.
right next to Pickle.
I'm glad y'all had a good show. I really do. I like it. Y'all put too
thanks.
much effort in for it to be a flop, and it was just good. So what do I want to get to next?
Yeah, what
Next
you wanna
week's
do?
show is the election.
Oh, yeah,
We're
that's
doing
right.
a special election night coverage, everybody. Election selection 2006. Oh, we brought our candidate.
Oh, God, it feels like it's disintegrating.
So in
in
case
your hand.
everybody's wondering, there's 4 major.
Oh, God,
Oh,
be careful.
sorry.
It
Yeah,
feels like it's
there's
going to break.
There's
oh, you
four
touched
major.
it.
There's 4 major
If you break
candidates
this, you like die.
this week: Trump, Clinton, Gary Johnson, and Squiz.
All right, give me back
And I
Squiz
gotta
before I get in trouble.
Oh, is that Allie's getting nervous? There's our candidate. He's running for president. But seriously, y'all, is Tuesday the election? Yep. So next Tuesday night, appointment television. We are going to be here from, let's call it 7 to 10, something like that ish. Sure. We're going to be doing 3 hours of the hardest hitting behind the scenes election coverage with the czar and myself. We're going to invite everybody who wants to come over. We'll have a spot where people can sit and give their opinions.
Wait, just having all kinds of people here?
Yeah, we're probably gonna. I've invited
We
Woody
got a
Dan
live
Tagnan.
studio audience, and
Woody
they're going
Da-
to participate?
Yep, Woody Dan Tagnan, Dickie English, many other people.
They all coming?
Well, I've invited them.
Oh, I got you.
I've invited all these people. But what do you? So as we draw closer to the election, have you decided to vote?
Yes, I'm voting for Squid.
Are you really?
I am, dude.
So you're gonna go to the
it-
poll and
it
write
deserves
him
it.
in?
Yeah, can you? Or what do you do?
No,
I
no.
was wondering how you do it. Does
All-
a keyboard pop up and I
Yeah.
type it?
And since now I'm definitely voting this year, I did a little research on how it goes, and there is a write-in name. You can write in the name of whoever you want
Or
on
type
the
it
last
in.
line.
Like, I can't see there being a pen in there.
No, that's most of the ballots you mark with a pencil or a pen, right?
I think so.
This is America, correct? Oh, it's been a while. We're going to find out Tuesday.
All right, anyway,
Yeah.
type it in, squiz, Q-I-Z-Z.
I don't know if that's a real letter. Is that a Hebrew character?
Skew, skew, I-Z-Z, write him in. But yeah, I'm definitely, I've decided who I'm voting for.
Oh, really? Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter because Squiz is going to win.
No, you're right. You're right.
The time has
But
come.
I'll reveal it next week. I don't mind talking about who I'm voting for.
Oh,
'cause
really? You're going to reveal that next week?
Yeah.
All right.
Did I already say it last week?
I don't know. I'm
I may
excited
have said it
about
last
this.
week, but if you didn't, yeah, I'm
You
gonna
better write that down. We
yeah,
might forget.
You write that down. It's a beautiful thing. So everybody, be here next Tuesday, 7 p.m. If you'd like to come by, just hit me up. Hit us up on the Facebook. You can come. We'll put you on the show, get your political belief, and ruin your relationship with all your family members. It'll be great.
Do we want to make a prediction?
Sure, I'll make a prediction. Donald Trump's going to win the election.
Really? So
Yeah.
you're voting for Trump. George, who wins?
I didn't say that. George,
You're
who
willing?
you calling on the election?
I don't know. Maybe Trump. The silent majority.
So you're going to go Trump, but not very decisive.
I think it's possible.
Really?
There's a lot of people who would vote for Trump and not say they voted for Trump.
Closet Trump voters.
Well, I can tell you right now, Louisiana is voting for Donald Trump. That's a done deal. There's no.
Well, it's a.
We are a
it's those
Republican
weird,
state, and
what do they call them? The swing states. You only have to watch. They just drag it out and save the top 3 or whatever for the, the time zone, I guess, as it changes.
What's your prediction?
Squiz.
Why
who's gonna
can't you
win.
just be fucking serious for a
'Cause,
second?
man.
Can you be serious for a second? For
For
real?
what? For
Who do-
what? No, honestly, I'm like, holy shit. I would usually have a prediction by now, and yeah, it's wide open. I think it's sad that it goes to prove, though, that people just vote along party lines, because both of these candidates, besides, Squiz, has done more than enough for any rational person. Dude, I'm telling you, don't touch it; it's gonna break. Look at that back leg.
Okay. I know how to handle fucking dead things.
Yeah, all right. I don't even know what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's too close to call, man.
Really?
Like, goddamn. I don't know how people like you are even going to get motivated to go out and push the button. If you do, man, congratulations, man. Push that letter that
Well,
it's written on your license.
Let's say
like-
this. Let's be perfectly honest. You've got 2 selections, the dude and the chick. Who would you prefer between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump to be president for the next 4 years?
I think they are irrelevant. They stand for ideas, and
I
the
didn't
ideas
ask
of that of the
you
political
your
party.
opinion on their irrelevancies.
All right. So what did you ask me?
Who would you prefer win the election between
Oh, I
those
don't
two?
care.
You are the worst fucking co-host. And
What?
Like,
I
why?
don't fucking care.
Yeah, but who would you prefer?
Why do you care? I don't have a preference. I would prefer people conduct themselves in an orderly, sane manner, and you don't need to rely on
Rubik's
these.
Cube?
Yeah, I'm putting it together, dude. You didn't see it? You didn't see what
I
it
saw
locked
you.
up?
You were
That's
fucking
the
like-
bullshit side and
Yeah.
the factual side having
Yeah.
a war there, and
Yeah.
the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
But I don't think it matters, man.
Yeah.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. There's good and bad for both. Half of the people I know are going to be happy. Half of them are going to be pissed off. That goes either way. No one really wins.
Since you
It's
since
like-
you don't have the balls to step up and just fucking say anything relevant, here's what I'm going to say.
I
Here's-
have said everything I've said has been completely relevant.
Here's-
The whole pick a team and see who wins the World Series, that's irrelevant.
It's not
'cause
pick a
it don't
team.
matter.
It's not pick a team. It's pick a person right now. I think for the first time ever, you have look, I'll take that back. Not
right.
first time ever. I think what you have is you have 2 leaders of 2 parties that are both very far away from the range of what a normal Democrat or Republican would be. So there is a real choice, in my opinion. And I'm going to give you the reason that I think Donald Trump would be, I don't even want to say good president, but I think this is what I see in Donald Trump.
Uh-oh.
I've been lucky enough to work under 3 or 4 amazing bosses that are self-made men who make successful businesses and have a successful life. It started with my father.
Right.
I worked underneath my father as a kid and learned his stuff. I got a job doing project management under somebody who gave me a little more knowledge. I worked for somebody else and now I've found myself where I'm at. And the one thing I can tell you about all 4 of those bosses is Donald Trump reminds me a lot of those men.
Or you. Because didn't he inherit a bunch of his dad's money, and it seems like now every business he went and started is actually going bankrupt, and
No, that's
probably
just not
hasn't.
true. That's
He's
just
making
not
money
true.
off of not real money, if you would call it that.
Here's what I see in Donald Trump and what I saw in all my bosses. You can talk to them and they'll listen to you, but they'll cut you off and fucking not really care what you say all the time, right? They will have a big heart and really appreciate you, but you're never going to get that out of them. You can't sway them to do something that they don't want to do. They may be, in your eyes, a difficult person and abrasive, but that's what it takes sometimes to be a leader and cut out all the bullshit. I don't care what that group thinks. I don't care what that group thinks. This is what I think, and you're not going to waver that. And that's what I see in Donald Trump. So, man, it could be the biggest catastrophe America's ever seen, but I'm ready to roll the dice. I really am.
On a bigger scale, when you were talking earlier, you're talking about the moderates are going away. These are extremists from both sides of the party.
Oh, yeah. I really
That
believe
doesn't
that.
scare you that we're in the time of extremism to where you got to pick a side. You realize half of the country is not going to be happy either way. And there's the making of a war, like a making of not good things.
I think
in
we're
my
less
mind,
likely.
because
I think we're less likely to go to war with Donald Trump as the president as we are with Hillary Clinton, because I think there's too much money.
No, but the war is not outside. The war is inside. That's just my opinion.
Inside
We're moving
what?
inside this country. We're not going to be at war with other people. Other people are sitting back right now and kind of watching us like they're imploding. They're becoming extremist and they're on 2 different sides. Like that only lasts so long before it goes too far.
Well, that's an interesting point. We're going to find out next Tuesday.
Look at this is the most violence. There's been violence before in this country, but I remember watching presidential elections and it would get heated. There was physical violence.
And you got to remember, all you're
during
seeing
this.
is produced.
You remember all the
all you're
Black Lives
seeing-
Matter movement, which is owned by the Democratic Party, major contributors to it. That's a political movement. It's more than a Facebook movement. This was made and paid for by high-dollar people.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not a real movement. That's
so
why
say
it's-
Donald Trump wins, all you do is double that movement. Now that movement grows twice as big, and then they'll have a candidate in maybe that's who will run against Donald Trump, and things will get worse. So I fear that we, like you said, the moderates are going away, and people are becoming extremist, and that is not good for whoever wins.
Hey,
That's why I don't
All-
care, though. Like,
all
I don't
valid
fucking
points.
care. I am not voting for the internal struggle and war. I'm tired of people fighting each other and hating each other, and that's for real. And it's both sides. One side claims to be so much about fucking love, but they don't seem to act like that.
oh, look, I
They
think
just
it's,
they love them, their little niche group, and they hate every other group, or they hate the groups that are not them, and that goes from both sides. And it's
I think there's a total
It sucks.
clusterfuck, and I don't think that things are run the right way. I think, like, you know, all those emails and stuff coming out.
Squiz don't do that.
The emails, when they release them and you read them and you go, that's the same type of emails you see going back and forth in every corporate company ever. That's just the way people talk, right? But I don't really care about the emails. But what I do think
Really?
is that what? She tried to be sneaky and, get something over on people. I mean,
She's a politician.
yeah, she's a person.
Right.
What I think is I truly believe that if Trump got elected president, at the very least, you're going to ruffle a lot of feathers in Washington, D.C. and the government. Because he's at least going to attempt to in some of this bullshit. You know, I really do, like with the special interests and the lobbyists and all of that. And you know what? Maybe it'll just be business as usual.
But
and-
wasn't he one of those people? So when I get there, I'm gonna shut the door so no one else can get in. Like, I'm gonna use that way to become who I am, but when I'm there, I'm gonna shut the door.
Isn't it at least a little refreshing for him
No,
to hear?
it's just
No.
bullshit. It's just placating to an audience, like the Walton and Johnson show. Like, you just placate to an audience. You know what they think. That's and it's dumb.
This conversation brought to you
At
by...
first, you remember at first he was gonna build a wall, and then next thing you know, he realized how ridiculous of an idea that is.
No, that's why, you know, you can't be trusted, because today he's still talking about building the wall.
Yeah, it's
I'm just
fucking
saying.
ridiculous.
This conversation is exactly why next Tuesday, tonight's patient on Band-Aids is the Absence Project.
Yeah, they're back in action.
They are back.
After a little hiatus.
The Absence, wait, they were on a hiatus?
A little one.
And if you don't know who the Absence Project is, just like all the patients we have in Band-Aids, it's a group that we actually enjoy and follow, and we're kind of doing a little bit of a tinkering to tell what we think would get them to that next level. They're local, right? They're out of New Orleans?
Yes.
Okay. So Absence, ABSENCE Project,
so,
not
yeah.
Absinthe, Absence Project.
Like, not there.
So
They
they,
had a project.
well, maybe
and
when they
didn't
were
show
filming
up.
the video, maybe they should have been absent. I don't
Really?
know. I don't-
Just from that couple of seconds.
Just a
Can
couple
we
of
watch
seconds.
this
So-
thing? Is that gonna work?
George, let's so everybody, we're gonna do this. The Absence Project put out a new video, and we're gonna put it up right now, hopefully.
First, don't know. First try.
There we go.
You liking it so far?
Well, so far it sounds like a ton of bands, man. A ton of bands. Trapped or
Is
like
that a good thing or a bad?
No, it's not. It's not a great thing, but
They're not.
it's, you know, I want to hear a unique sound. So here's what we're working with. All right, so we got guys all in black.
What's the dude with the hat?
The dude with the hat looks like the bass player.
Oh no, that's you. Never mind. That's Justin Perez. Look at him going.
Wait, the
at it.
drummer,
Right?
Justin.
Yeah,
I
you
will
like
tell you
that?
this.
Look
So,
at the fancy stick work.
wait,
He's
did he just
slinging
flip
it.
his sticks?
Oh, he's doing a lot of that.
Woody
Oh.
would not approve.
Who's the chick? Is that Allie?
Wait a second. Is that a guitar player or is that a statue of a guitar player? Seriously, let's get back to this. Wait, who? And I
I
guess
missed it. It's gone.
I guess the point of this video is the song is about missing people that are not with you anymore. There's something, a dime bag. I think that's what the song is about. Like, we'll meet another day.
Yeah, I know some of these people, and
of course,
they've
yeah,
lost people,
yeah.
and I guess that's pictures of them there.
Okay.
It's very heartbreaking.
All right, here we go. So, what's your first thought on the song?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right, it just sounds like there's nothing special about the song.
It's done well, though. You can
Yeah.
tell they're all good at what they do.
Well, you can tell some of them are good at what they do.
Who you not liking? The chick?
The guitar
that guy?
guitar player, should somebody check her for a pulse?
No, she's
Like-
cool, man.
Seriously, why would you put her on this much camera time?
Because she's pretty, man.
One thing I can tell you so far, I like the drummer.
Really, you
I like that
Justin.
energy. Like, he's performing. The drummer is performing, and so is the bass
Why
player.
didn't he just wear short sleeves, though?
Wait a second. Where's this guy's microphone?
Right there, it's overhead.
No. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they're not really singing this cheese. It's dubbed over. They're
Yeah, but I
acting.
understand.
He's
But
acting.
they set a full drum kit up. Which I
Does it look like he's singing?
But the guitars are plugged in. They're trying to represent like they're playing their instruments, right?
You think?
Yeah.
He's
I-
acting,
there's
dude.
somebody-
Look at him. That dude's a method actor.
Yeah. So hold on, let's give it a second. Wait, this is the big build. Let's let them give us what they. We'll meet again.
Richard needs some powder, man.
A little shiny. Man, I don't know about that look. The long hair.
What are you talking about?
The guitar player, like I just don't. That's the one.
Oh, really? You don't like
I'm
that?
sure he's talented, but it's just in the video. Why would you put the camera on him so much? He's not
That
doing
dude's
anything.
from 12 Stones, man.
Who is?
That dude's, he's got it going on.
Who, the guitar player?
Yeah. Jody too. He's
Yeah,
in
all
12
right.
Stones.
Okay, who's Jody? Okay, let's bring this thing back. That was a lot to watch just now. So let's start from the beginning. The song, I would say. Obviously, these guys put in some time, money, and effort to record this video. Probably would have picked another song if they were trying to come on, although I have not seen their other videos.
They got another one. It's pretty
It's a
cool.
little
like
depressing
horror
of a
movie.
subject, and
Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
Right.
Like I'm telling you, the first time I saw it, I was uncomfortable.
yeah.
Just because I knew some of those people, and it's such a heavy topic. Like,
Okay,
man,
let's
loss
take-
of life
let's
and
take-
loved ones. Like,
Let's
man,
take that
it
out
was-
of the equation.
It was way
Pretend
deep.
you don't know them. If it was just regular people there with the signs of the people they lost, right? Let's.
Oh yeah, I would never watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this. So yeah, the song is kind of, I don't know, it doesn't go anywhere. It kind of sounds like a ton of bands that I've heard before.
Yeah,
And
but they do it very well.
I
Like,
didn't
to
say
do
they
it-
didn't do what, I didn't say it wasn't a well-written song and
Right.
well played.
Just boring.
One thing that I will give credit to is something that I like is in a music video, I want to see the band play.
You like that?
Yeah, that's my
Really?
favorite. I want to see the band play, right?
See, no, yeah, I
wanna,
don't.
Yeah,
I'm the opposite of you.
you don't. You just want to see a movie.
Yeah, I like that. I do. I'm tired of seeing bands play. Like
So
I've
what do you-
seen somebody play a guitar 1,000 times. Like, what do you? It's hard to.
So there's no
keep
room to mix
duplicating
them
that.
in, in parts of the video.
I don't know. You may be able. I can't say never because there's some amazing directors out there that somehow can make something work that you wouldn't think should. But I like a little theatrical piece, a little movie, like I'm watching a video.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch movies, and I'm a big fan of how they use music in movies without you even realize it, because you're so focused on visuals. Like I think visuals you kind of go to first. So I don't know. I don't like to watch a band play or live. Now a live show or a live performance, I
Yeah.
like watching that because it's really impressive to see what somebody can do when there is no edit or pause button.
Yeah.
But-
Okay. So, but as far as like, let's take the creative out of it, the quality of what we saw, I give it a thumbs up. Like the shot was clean.
You like
the
that?
video was above average video quality.
Yeah, it looked really
I couldn't
good.
really tell. I think they probably did the thing with the black and the pictures a little weird, like weird on purpose. Like I don't think that wasn't as clear. It almost looked like it was shot with a different camera or didn't have enough light. What do you think about the quality of the video?
Yeah, I think low light is very hard to capture. That's
Yeah.
where the camera quality comes into play. So yeah, it made me uncomfortable though.
Yeah.
It did.
Well-
and I knew a lot of those people. It made me double uncomfortable. And then I felt weird about the whole fucking thing.
Why did you feel weird about the whole thing?
Because something like that, like if I'm gonna shoot a video, that's the only way I can relate to this. And because it's on my mind too of wanting to make a video. In my mind, if I go, I'm gonna handle that subject matter. I don't know if I could ask people, hey, Cheese, man, would you come on and
Hold
do
a
this
picture
and
of
be
my
in this?"
friend?
Yeah, I don't know if I could personally take that weight on my shoulder.
Have
That's
to be
why
a
I
way
said
better song than
It
that.
made
I
me
can tell you that.
uncomfortable. I don't even think the song, just to take that upon yourself of, like, what do you do? Say you do make a lot of money off of this. Can you realistically keep all that, or do you need to help those people out because their gut-wrenching thing in your video, it's too big, it's too...
I'm sure everybody signed a waiver or gave their permission. I wouldn't be worried about that, but I'm with you. I understand. Man,
Uh-oh.
what can we do to? Because I mean, we're not giving a glowing review. You realize that? We're not giving a glowing review of this thing.
I say, if I had any advice, I'm just a nurse. Separate yourself from the people that kind of do what you do. Find you find something. Like, that's where being creative, unfortunately, in this day and age, a lot of people don't want to admit it, but it's a very visual world. We have streaming videos now. That's how people are going to hear your music, whether you like it that it's not all about the music or not. Unfortunately, if you want to get your music out there, you have to do something like that. But there's ways of doing it, kind of like Tool. Now, if it's not all about the music and you're trying to create like a movement, or you got to separate yourself from that market.
Yeah, I think that would be my one, you know, just watching it for the first time, other than a couple seconds before. It seemed very down the middle. Everything was down the middle.
Yep.
The what they wore, the song, the video. It only had 2 elements in it.
The only
like,
chance they took is put in real people that we know who really lost
Yeah.
someone in the video.
I
That was
almost
the
think it was a
chance they
little
took.
wrong to ask that, because it just didn't. The power didn't come through.
Oh, to me, that's all I saw.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
well, that's.
And maybe because I knew some of them, it had a bigger impact.
And let's look. The band is a solid band. I've seen them before. They can all play their instruments. They do their thing. It's just maybe that just wasn't my cup of tea. So if you had to give it a 3 out of 5, what do you give that? I give it about a 2 out of 5.
Really? You'll go all the way at 2?
Yeah, I'll give it about a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I'll go 2.5 for the quality being there. I just think, I don't know, more creative.
Okay. So what can we do? What prescription can we give these guys to up their game? Because we do like them. We do follow them. We've been to their shows. We watched their video. What can we do to elevate them to that next level?
An injection of take chances.
Exactly.
Take some kind of chance.
I would say
go there.
when it looks like there was somebody directing that thing and they just steered you straight to the middle.
Let's not
Right?
make any mistakes.
Yeah, right? And man, what I would have liked to have seen is 4 dudes showing some emotion, showing some movement.
Oh, you want them to cry.
That's why. No, I'm talking about anger. That shit would make. That's why the drummer and the bass player, I was feeling them, because you could tell they were doing
Yeah, that
their
ain't
thing.
Justin ain't acting.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Like I could feel them 2 dudes.
He was mad, bro. There's
Yeah.
a lot of shirt. He's got a lot of hair underneath there.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a happy guy.
And that's what, here's 2 things that I could prescribe to the Absence Project. One, if you're going to use footage of your band, shoot really good quality live footage of you actually playing the songs.
Oh, really?
Right?
You didn't like
Don't stage it.
Okay.
And sit there. Give me take the same camera, same light, get into a live show,
Yeah, I'd go with
sync
that.
it up, and do that.
All right.
The other thing is, I don't know, maybe a few more elements in the thing. Don't just say we're going to have people holding the sign and we're going to stand here and play our song. Because
Any water or fire or something?
look, I don't know. I could bet you if I sat down with them and brainstormed, probably in about
Really?
15 minutes, we could come up with some good ideas.
Would you do that?
Of course I would. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Well, dude, Richard, the singer,
Yeah.
he's going to be on Not Real Radio, hopefully still after that.
No, I don't
Not
see
this
why you
Sunday,
wouldn't.
but the following Sunday.
If you're somebody who's putting yourself out there and doing things creatively and asking people to watch it, you got to be ready for some criticism, good or bad. You know, they look like solid guys from the, you know.
Even the Indian?
Yeah, the Indian looked just like
You were
one
calling
of those.
him a she, which I knew it wasn't
Wait,
a
is
she,
it
but it
a-
was still funny.
Dude, I thought it was okay. This is a perfect example of how I look at something on a screen this big and think it's a woman, and then you play along with it and fucking get me in
I
trouble.
thought you knew it was Zombies Eating Sheep's
Thought I
flyer
knew.
when we played with him, when Allie dressed
Yeah,
like
and
it.
Allie's a girl. Like I thought it was okay. Absence Project.
Oh, man.
You have?
That's
Are you
great.
fucking with me or?
No, it's a dude. You called it he a couple
Okay,
seconds ago.
okay. I apologize about that part because that's fucked up. I got to admit. Look, the screen
Right,
we're
there
watching
you-
it on
and
is
look,
like this big.
He's
Also,
not
with
lying.
long hair.
The lesbian haircut really fucked him up.
But that's what I think, man. I would say go check out the Absence Project. Wouldn't
Oh,
you?
I got you. Thought you were gonna say. I
No,
still think
don't
he's
you
a
think
girl.
they're a band worth checking out? And
Oh,
overall,
fucking right. They're high quality.
Go
That's
check
all.
them out, follow them. I'd say take this video as something that they're moving up to the next level, and then you know what? The next one, hopefully, it's even better.
Yeah, and if Zombies Eating Sheep puts out a video, I hope you get on the internet and tell anybody how you feel about it, whether you like it or
That's
not.
isn't that the point
Like,
of,
Jesus
of all
fucking
of this?
Christ. Yeah.
Right? Isn't that
to
the
talk
point of all
about
this?
it. Fuck.
Like,
And
I'm
people
supposed
want to, we're going to just play something every week and then go, yeah, and this is great and blah blah blah. It's like, man, fuck
Yeah,
it.
no. I
Try
want
to be honest about it.
that's what gets me about music is looking at it and critiquing it. And even if I'm part of the 99%. I'm just a consumer.
Well, I look at it if I go, what the fuck do people think about something? You fool yourself into believing what you want so that
Yeah.
you could do something, and then you sit back and I go, I wonder what the fuck people saw. Dude, nobody really came up and go, hey, that was funny that Steve was on the video. You'd think you did all this and nobody saw. So even if they don't like it, at least they were fucking paying attention.
Yeah.
Like, that's at least the respect I give things is to pay attention to it. Half the fucking people don't pay attention to shit.
Yeah.
They just eat the same 4 fucking channels on the television and that's a wrap, you know?
Totally agree. So look, thank y'all for hanging out with us. I hope y'all enjoy Band-Aid's Absence Project. Hey, keep doing your thing. We'll next time you put something out, I'm sure we'll watch it.
Wear
and-
pink ties.
No, this is an
They were
original
dressed
project.
almost just like y'all, man.
So
And they got a bald-headed drummer with a goatee.
yeah, but that drummer is no Woody. He spun his sticks.
That was pretty impressive.
Next time you see Woody, ask him what he thinks about people who spin
Woody.
their sticks.
Oh, I can't wait. Maybe we'll ask him next week when he's on the show.
Right? When you come next week, Woody, we're gonna ask you. But he's too nice to fucking say anything bad about people.
We're
He'll be like,
drinking
I
beer.
love it when they spin your sticks.
We're drinking beer.
Yeah. Next subject.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You sent me a message that says, does Cheese watch movies?
Yeah, do you watch movies?
Very rarely. Very
Yeah,
rarely.
that's weird, man.
Why
I
do you
was
think that's
surprised.
weird?
I don't know. You watch TV shows, right?
Well, I watch things that are on Netflix or like online that I can kind of stream through. And yes, comedies, TV shows, and documentaries are about the only thing I watch. 2 hours is usually too much to dedicate to
Really?
sit down. Yeah. And I just don't like movies generally, but I
All
will
right.
watch some.
All right, what's the last great movie you think you've seen? If you can remember, this is a great movie and kind of the last one for me.
Let's see. The last great movie I saw was Mallrats. Mallrats, probably.
That's cute.
Wait, why is that cute?
I don't know, Mallrats.
I haven't since 1996
But
when
these
Mallrats.
are not real. That's not a. Here we go. Not real movie. That's
Yeah.
a comedy. There's comedy and there's horror, and some of them can be great. But to me, a real movie is something the way you got the best of the best filmmakers.
Dark Knight. That was the last great movie I saw.
right,
Dark
all
Knight,
right.
because that's the last movie that I've seen in the theaters, and that I do remember seeing that going, whoa,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is a great
Went through
movie.
something.
I'd say that's the last great movie I
All
saw.
right.
Like last night, I was with my chick.
I was wondering because you never like, dude. Cinema to me is something I really respect, and when done well, is incredible.
It's just too much time. I don't ever have a moment where I can spend 2 hours.
You want a 15-minute YouTube video, like,
Yeah.
sum that bitch up.
change because you want to know why? Things that last 2 hours will allow me to start living in my own thoughts, and that
If it's not good enough, that's the difference.
yeah, and that's so I just don't even chance it anymore.
Really?
Because if it's a good movie or a movie that I'm going to keep watching, 45 minutes in, I'm starting to think about my own thoughts, and then things get bad, and I got to go
Really?
get a natty and get outside. You know what I mean?
You don't like what happens in there.
No, I don't.
Really?
Man, yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm alone with that. I think a lot of people, when they start letting their own mind wander and thinking about things, I think
You
it'll,
think that's bad?
yeah, it's bad.
Really?
Well, for me,
Yeah, that's not good.
what's not good?
You got to go through the file cabinets and.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know, but a little bit of horror is going on in this brain, so I try not to focus on it too much. But that's the thing. I will sit through 3 hours of like 8 binge and purge Narcos videos because I know I can get out at any moment. I can get out.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like I won't sit down to watch a 2-hour movie, but
Right.
I will sit there
The
and watch.
hour-long Narco is incredible.
Yeah.
All right,
And
start.
I'll watch 2 in a row.
Yeah, start Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
Oh, your life will change.
Okay.
Serious.
Oh, you know what?
This is monumental
What
shit
came out
being
first,
laid
Dark Knight
down.
or Requiem for a Dream?
Don't know.
Requiem for a Dream is one of the greatest movies I've ever saw.
Really?
Seen. George? Seen? Saw? See? Saw? Seen?
Hey,
Oh, look at that.
Who gives a
Some
fuck?
movie stuff back there.
Nice.
Okay, so that's all you had on that? No suggestions, but Black Mirror?
yeah, no, I was just kind of curious.
Like last night, my chick was like,
My
she
chick
mentioned
bad.
something about Aaron Brockovich. You know that movie?
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
So she
Isn't that
said,
the one with Julia Roberts?
yeah.
Best she's ever looked. Like, this
Yeah.
is the best we've ever looked. That's
Oh,
the best
man,
she's ever looked.
So hot. So hot.
I don't know what they
Julia
did to her
Roberts.
tits neither,
Man.
but they're huge in that movie.
Yeah, just going.
She plays white trash and looks hotter than when she plays a high-priced prostitute.
I'm
in
totally
my
with
mind.
you. But she says, oh, we got to watch this movie. And we start sitting down. And 10 minutes in, I could tell it's a sad story. And I'm like, baby, what are you doing to me here?
Right.
Like,
Put
I
me
got to
on
get out.
sad overload.
Yeah, I gotta get over this.
too much.
You know. So, and I didn't, maybe we got through 20 minutes and I was like, can we go to bed and turn the TV off and
You
sit
know
in the
what,
blackness?
dude? Maybe you shouldn't watch Black Mirror. You know, I take that back. Go watch Trailer Park Boys.
Well, I did just get turned on a Trailer Park Boys podcast.
There you go. Perfect.
Have you seen that?
No, I don't watch garbage like that.
don't
This
watch-
show is about as dumb as I can get. Everything else gotta go. Everything else is shooting up, baby.
So here's the next thing we should talk about. Baseball fever.
Do you have it?
No, I don't have
No,
it.
me neither.
George,
man.
George? Give us an update on the World Series.
It just went to commercial.
Yeah, nice. George? We're gonna get an update.
Oh, the train's blocking.
Oh,
the
here we
TV.
go.
Wait, there it
Here we
is.
go.
Wait, there it is. What's the score over there? And who's winning?
Oh,
Cubs
that's
are
what
up
I'm
last I saw.
See, we
saying.
got,
Oh, dude.
we got it.
This is great.
Right, we got it.
It keeps
we got
cutting
it.
out every time he looks.
We steal the
What we
cable.
got?
We steal the cable, and when the train goes by, it
The
knocks it
TV
out.
signals out.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to the next bit.
I
until it gets
6-3, the
to-
Cubs are up. Don't worry,
Oh,
George,
this
I got
thing
it.
is
Bottom of the sixth.
Bottom of the sixth, 6-3, the Cubs are up.
Dude, I don't have the fever, but I am glad some people do. Like the Cubs, from what I remember, there was a couple of stations you could watch locally, Atlanta, Chicago. You were a Bulls fan, you were a Hawks fan, you were a Cubs fan, you were a White Sox fan. So I can realize that they were watching these games growing up.
You want me to tell you why that's a fucking
I watched
awful
the-
argument for why this thing is big?
What?
Here's the deal, people. You're not a Cubs fan. You had awful parents
They
that
are.
left you at home by yourself
Watch
watching cable television. So you're just stuck watching the Cubs or Indians on TBS. You're not a Cubs fan. It was just the only thing that was available when there was just shit available. Yes, you happen to have the basic cable package, and
The
your
lowest
parents would
quality of
Yeah, your
entertainment.
parents would leave you at the house back then and just leave you alone with that to watch, and you're like, well, I guess I'm a Cubs fan. It's like, no, it was just the only thing that was available
Hey, it
when
was
you were
for
a child.
retired men and children.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're
Hey,
not a
Papa,
fuck-
I'll take you to the baseball
you're
game.
not a Braves fan. You're not a Cubs fan.
You've
It
been
was just
indoctrinated into culture.
that's what I'm saying. Now, do you really think if you started now, you'd be a Cubs fan?
Right
no.
now.
No, because
No.
Black Mirror and
Tell 'em,
Narcos
fuck
and
you, dude.
wine and cheese is available.
That's all. Who can watch this, dude? In the seventh
Oh.
inning, they stretch.
Yeah, they stretch.
Like, any game where you go, hey, look, in the most pivotal moment in the game, everybody come and stretch. Like,
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, what the fuck?
It's
I've been
baseball,
doing something.
Baseball is without a doubt one of the most boring sports
Oh, it's
that could
horrible.
ever be watched on television.
Soccer's the World Cup's coming up, and I think that's going to be pretty cool. I might
Yeah.
actually, I'm not going to go nuts and claim to be a fan of
No.
soccer or these people, but I think it's pretty exciting.
So that's what I'm saying. People, remove your delusion.
But it's bringing people happiness.
You want to know what? I'm fine
It's
with
keeping
that.
them from having those thoughts in their head that tell them this reality is really weak and
Totally.
it's not stimulating to me, so I have to numb myself down to coexist with it. And
Totally
it's
agree
bad
with
news.
that. Anybody who it is actually bringing joy to sit down and watch the game, I have to admit.
Yeah,
the
turn
Cubs-
this show off and go fucking watch the game. What are you doing?
No, no,
You're not
split-
even listening to that boring
Split
shit.
screen. I watched about 10 minutes of a Cubs game last night or the night before, and they've got this relief pitcher, which I can tell you right now, all you fake-ass Cub fans, I know 10 times more about baseball than y'all do, so if you want to challenge me, bring it. They got a reliever.
Oh, come
No,
on.
seriously, 'cause I
Please,
grew up-
send him a question.
No. Look, anybody in the chat room,
You grew
bring,
up
bring
watching
something
this.
about baseball. I have a bigger athletic knowledge than all you half-ass Cubs
I
fans
bet you
do.
we can't turn it off.
So I will tell you this. They got a reliever, which, look, I hadn't been watching him, but I would imagine he's their closer, this guy Chapman
All
for
right.
the Cubs, right? And they were down 3-1, and I believe they brought him in at some point in the seventh inning. And this dude, you want to talk about an impressive athlete.
Not really.
This guy was throwing 99, 100, 101, 102 locked the Indians up at home in Chicago and sent them back to Indiana
Back to where my baby is
back
from.
to Indiana for this World Series. So I will say that was nice to see a dominant closer do his thing. But other than
Somebody's asking if you can name 5 Braves figures.
okay, let me tell you.
5 Braves
Okay,
players.
somebody's asking if I can name 5
From the
Braves
90s.
player from the 90s. First of all, of course I can. Second of all, typical delusional baseball fan that
Oh, I
you
thought you were
think,
gonna say
no,
viewer of this
that
show.
that you think naming some names from a team back in the 90s has anything to do with the understanding of the ins and outs of baseball and the way it works.
So you can't do it.
David Justice, John Smoltz, Tom Glavine. Hold on. Who was that closer? Oh, he was a left-hander. He was a left-hander who threw off-speed stuff. Didn't Fred McGriff play for the Braves?
Dude, I
Fred
think you're
McGriff?
wrong.
No, Fred McGriff. Pretty sure he played there.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Cox was their manager. 5. That's 5.
Ozzie-
It doesn't
Ozzie
matter.
Guillen, you remember? You do the backflip.
I don't think Ozzie Guillen. If he did, it was a short stint. He played with the White Sox. Trust me,
Couldn't
I
get
can
in there.
name names and stuff, but that has nothing to do with the
Name
understanding of
more then.
baseball. Y'all are here to watch the commercial and this damn pug that they put on in between it.
What do
Anyway,
you mean? It has nothing to do with baseball. What are you, like Mr. Harry in football?
no, naming names of people on a team have nothing to do with your understanding of the sport. Okay?
All right.
I understand the sport. So all you're getting is a bunch of people that are just like, oh, the Cubs, TBS, Blue, C, Harry Carey. I'm a fan. It's like, no, you're not. You don't know anything about baseball. And
They're a fan of the drama that it brings.
no. I'm happy that there's a great World Series. I would love all the World Series to go 7 games like this so everybody can get their jollies off. But look, don't act like you're some huge fan. Because, like, the reason you're a fan of this, you're brainwashed. The same reason you drink Coca-Cola, because it was just in the fridge and they stuck it in your face and you drank it.
It was
Like,
better than Pepsi.
yeah. So anyway, I don't have the baseball fever. I
right.
could care less. I'm not watching baseball. It's a boring sport to watch on TV. Look, let me tell you about a rule they should remove from the game. The pitcher being able to hold or throw a runner out at the bases, get out of here.
What?
Get out of here with throwing the first when there's a guy attempting to steal. It's a ridiculous play that just adds time to
Oh,
the game.
that does. It's so boring.
Right?
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, I'm going to hold him because he's ready to steal. He's ready to steal no matter what. Throw him out at second if you got a catcher who can throw him out.
Yeah, why
So
would you risk it to even go to first? Do they do it?
They do it because you're supposed to hold the guy closer, and you try to defend against him stealing and things like that.
Defend
But
against me watching it.
yeah, exactly. So, look, baseball fans, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings or whatever, but
They
it's a
deserve
boring game. It's a boring game, and you don't know anything about the sport. So I don't want to hear about it. Watch your little TV.
Oh, and you just mad it ain't beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball is the second most boring sport to watch on the planet. I'm totally
No,
at
that's-
peace
golf
with the sport
is
that
worse.
I'd rather watch golf than I would baseball, and I'd rather watch
Really?
golf
Oh.
on Sunday, the last 6 holes, than on a major that's going to the end than I would volleyball or baseball any day of the week.
Yeah.
Any day of the week. So, any other feedback from the big baseball fans, George? Yeah, pretty much turned everybody off.
I
So-
guess you were right, because if you were wrong, we would have known.
Right? It's you're not a Cubs fan. What else was pumped into your house when you were a kid that you didn't? Morgus. Like, you think Morgus is good? No, it's god awful. But at that time in your life, it was the only thing available.
It felt like you shouldn't
and
watch
your
it.
parents did not want to interact with you, so they stuck you in front of this TV.
It was late night, too. Usually they
Yeah.
were drinking in the backyard or relaxing.
Man,
We're
talk
going to go
about
watch Morgus, thinking you were watching something bad.
Talk about a delusional time in your life. Did you have fun this week? Was it a good show, you think?
Oh, this show?
Yeah.
It was all right. I think it was fun.
So everybody, next week the show is going to be on Tuesday nights. Tuesday night. We're
That
going to do
one's probably
election.
not going to be fun. No.
No, it probably won't be.
That's
We're going to
gonna be
do
great.
election coverage. We're going to have people in and out of here, giving their opinions and talking about the election. Hopefully, Squiz is going to be the write-in champ. A couple other things I want to talk about the NOW, the Now podcast. This Sunday, we will have Carlos Socorro and Hardbody Harper on. It's a wrestling podcast. If you don't like wrestling,
Sounds like
you
a-
might not want to listen and watch.
Sounds
But
like a gay porn.
this Sunday, Sunday night, around 6 o'clock, we're going to do the NOW podcast. Hardbody Harper represent Wildcat Wrestling. And last but not least, Viva La Rasa. Viva La Rasa, y'all.
Dude, I'm good.
Find Viva La Rasa on Facebook. Like the page. Say you're going to the event. Come to the event
He
that
will
day.
thank you.
Come to the event that day and put your money down to support an amazing cause. And the GoFundMe page for David Rosser is up. We're trying to crush our goal of $50,000. We're already up to about 36, 37. Get on there, give a little. This is an amazing human being that a big family is getting together to support, and we need your help. Other than that, listen to Not Real Radio on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. Where can they find Not Real Radio?
NotRealRadio.com. Perfect place for it.
Easiest place, sends you everywhere.
ZombiesEatingSheep.com. Check all that out.
Thank everybody for listening. Get home safe. Call an Uber. Until then, this is Wine and Cheese. We'll talk to you then.